Hi, so we are going to cover today how to use DocHub on Google Drive in order to edit PDFs while you're working with a student during a PAC session. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll start going over it. Essentially, when you're looking at a PDF in Google Drive, there's no built-in system as to actually edit it. So what you can do with the student is open it up in DocHub, which is a built-in app. You don't need to download anything extra to do it, though you may need to give it permission. And once you've done so, you're able to access a host of different tools, which I'm going to go over now. So this is a Sanger handout called Making Your Notes Work for You. And let's talk about the different things we can add to it. First, you click this Add Text tool right here, and you have the ability to anywhere on the document place anything you so choose. So as an example of what I might do with the student, looking at this example of note cards, I might brainstorm with them classes that they could apply this technique of note cards. So I would just write out classes I could use this for, and then we could just bang out a few, let's say biology, maybe English for memorization, and accounting. Great. Once you have placed your text, as you can see, you can change the size. You can also change the font. You have these three fonts, which are unlocked. I most often use Helvetica or Times New Roman. You can also change the color. You can make it red, you can make it blue, and you can center align it, left align it, bold, etc. So now I've placed it down. And as you can see, all I have to do is click it again and I can move it wherever I want on the document. And if I'm thinking, I'm actually not going to use this, all you have to do is click this delete button, bam. The next tool that we have is the draw freehand. This is great whenever you're trying to really hone in on one part of the document. And all you're going to do is just make a big circle. You might want to underline, really whatever you so choose. And once again, once you're done with that tool, you can come over here to the pointer and then just select it to delete it if you don't wish it to stay on the page. Next is one of my other favorite tools, highlight. You can use any color that they've got on the color scale. Yellow is obviously the most traditional, but have fun with it. And yeah, you can highlight pretty much like anything on the document. It's going to have this nice light color so you can still read whatever's there. You can move it around. If you want, you can expand it out once you've placed it. Super convenient. Okay, and then as for the next tool, we have got whiteout. Oh no, sorry, comment. So comment is just going to work like a comment in a normal Google Doc where you can click wherever you want the comment to be, and then you can just type, make note of this, bam. Now, one important thing to note when you're using any of these tools is you don't necessarily want to try to select it again when you have your tool active, because it might not work. As we saw in the case of this highlight, it'll say this little warning right here that an annotation can't be created because the selected area is invalid. So just make sure that when you're trying to select what you've placed down, you click back to this pointer tool right here. And it's also helpful to know that you do have this undo tool. And all right, let's go to one of the most helpful tools, the whiteout tool. So it's this little eraser looking thing right here, and you can use it to white out absolutely anything on the document, just as easy as that. This is really helpful for if you want to apply something that the student may find more relevant. It's also helpful if there's information that you're not going to use, or even if you're trying to edit a PDF that's already been worked over and you want to kind of blank it out for your new student. All right, so we also have this stamp tool right here. There's a variety of different stamps you can use. In PAC, I'm most often using the check, the star, the X, or when we're potentially talking about study techniques, I might use the frowny or the smiley to indicate if the student liked that study technique or not. You also have the ability to insert an image. You can insert a signature. And with these stamps, it's the exact same with all of these other tools. You can change the color, you can change the size, etc. Now, it's also helpful to note that when you're looking over here in this sidebar, once you've clicked these three or this 9 little square thing that says page controls, you can actually click this button right here to add a page. So if you have another PDF that you want to insert inside of this PDF, all you have to do is select this document, click the PDF in your files, and it'll be added right onto this one, which is super nice when you're trying to merge documents. You also have this right here to download it. And when you're done editing, you can click that download button up in this right corner as well. Both of them work. They serve the exact same function. And you want to note that if you're working in your student's Google Drive, rather than downloading to your computer, go ahead and click Export to Google Drive and then select Update Existing with Revision. Now, if your student wants to have two versions of the PDF, they want the edited version that you guys talked through, but they also want the blank version so they can access that on their own, maybe on another semester, go ahead and just select Create New Copy. You want to make sure that you have the right file name so you can differentiate. So you might just want to say, whatever the title name was, and then add on edited. Simple as that. Now it should auto save to whatever folder you already put it in. So you just want to make sure that is the shared folder that you have with your student, and then you're good to go. That's pretty much all that there is. And yeah, easy as that.